Welcome to the Military Minute. I'm Mike Jennings. Thanks for joining us. So, Scott, I understand that we have gotten some email and some interest from some of our viewers on a question that is of interest to them.
Yeah, Mike. So we talk a lot about what candidates should be doing when they're transitioning into a new career path, but people want to know what are some of the dumbest things people have done in that process?
Well, that list is long and distinguished, but let me see if I can break this down to our the top five. And as we say in the Navy, the only difference between a fairy tale and a sea story is that a fairy tale starts off once upon a time, and a sea story will start off, this is no. So, with that in mind, here we go. This is all true. These are the five dumbest things I have seen people do when they're trying to get hired. Number five, keep soft porn on your social media. That's right. For all of the world to see, when you're going into the employment process and trying to get hired, everybody talks about cleaning up your social media and having a professional presence. But we have had a very, very good military candidate at one time whose Facebook account was full of soft porn videos. So you can imagine how that one worked out.
So we should not include OnlyFans links in our Facebook profiles.
Probably not. Yeah, I think we should skip the OnlyFans. Number four, I can't tell you about the work I do because it's classified. This one isn't so egregious in what it is that it says, but it is a good way to undermine your ability to get a job. Because the truth of the matter is that no matter how classified your job is, the basic nuts and bolts of what you do are not classified. So even though this one isn't as shocking as some of the others, I felt like it required positioning on this list because it comes up so frequently, and it is absolutely guaranteed to cost you a job. Number three, accepting a job offer and not doing your pre-employment checks. That's right. If you can imagine, after you've gone through this entire process of winning the job that you wanted and starting through the process with the employer, try making 4 different commitments to the employer to go get your drug test done and not completing it as you said, and you are certain to lose your job. And I can tell you, this one is near and dear to my heart because it literally just happened this week. And it was so egregious that it had to be number 3. So be your professional best. Do what you're supposed to do to make it happen. Number 2, this one goes back a little ways, but leave politics at home when you go on your site visit. That's right. We actually had a candidate at one point, a former Navy veteran, go to a site visit in Connecticut, and during the site visit, he decided to engage the HR interview with a political discussion on conservative politics. You can imagine, once again, how that led to an undesirable outcome.
Especially in Connecticut.
Especially in Connecticut. That is exactly right. But ultimately, look, the entire process of hiring is all about your showing an employer that you can take care of a problem that they have without creating others. So it goes without saying that talking about topics that are sure to cause controversy among people, especially in this politically charged world that we live in right now, that is not going to end well for you and for your hiring process. And number 1, this one still takes the cake. 12 years running, the number 1 dumbest thing that I've ever had somebody do in the interview process was, while on the site visit, the employer takes you to lunch, and the restaurant they take you to has a 5-pound burger challenge meal, and you order it during your interview. Do I even need to say anything about that?
Did they finish the burger, Mike?
I'm sorry?
Did they finish the burger?
No, he didn't. He did not finish the burger, but he did finish the interview and came home without a job. Poor judgment. That's what this stems from. Being completely unaware of what's appropriate in your social surroundings. Missed manners. Again, everything it is that we ever needed to know, we learned in the military in terms of how to show respect for authority, what is professionally appropriate. So thanks for the question. Ultimately, our admonition here for today's podcast is be your professional best at all times, and you won't end up on my top 5 list the next time we do this. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Jennings, and this is the Military Minute Podcast. If you're looking for more information on how to grow your career, check out my new book, On Target, On Time, Precision Guidance for the Military to Civilian Transition and Beyond, or check out our websites, absolutelyaamerican.com and corporategray.com. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining the Military Minute. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts so you're notified when a new episode is released. Is there a topic or conversation you want discussed here on the show? Send it to me at scott.cunningham@militaryminute.us.